heading back over to the train station, and I'm gonna probably have to turn this phone off. The battery's probably got my
Hey guys, that was my video and my audio. I'm gonna wait a few minutes and see if anybody comes in here. I'm guessing there's live streams going all over the country. I'm sorry, I don't know.
Oh.
I got a few more in here. I don't know if I'm being shadow banned right now or not, or if it's just because there's so many streams that everybody's watching, but it's kind of strange that there's only 60 people, 75, it's starting to go up now. I'm just waiting for the numbers getting here better, and then I'm going to give you guys an update of what's happening in DC. Are you guys getting much information out of DC? Are you guys getting much news out of DC? Are you able to get information on what's going on here? Several people are reaching out to me saying that they can't find out what's happening. Thank you, Rocky, for that $20 super chat. So you guys, I'm just gonna go into it now, and people will have to go back and rewatch if they want to get my recap. So you guys all saw, people were telling me I left the Trump speech right when he started speaking so that I could go handle things. Shortly after that, people started attacking the Capitol building. They broke down some fences and moved past the first set of barriers, I guess. And then I got there just after that, and I got up on that. I don't know if you guys have seen any pictures there. I was able to get up on that giant tower at the top in front and film up there for a little bit. I then moved down and got up on the Capitol, the top layer where everybody was, just before they started pushing people off the top steps. And then I sat there on the ledge for a while and got a lot of the crowd and the initial breach of the doorways to the entry of the Capitol building from above, not from inside. And then I went down in front of the doorway to get a better angle, and I was doing my villain thing, getting right up in there and trying to get the footage, and eventually I got pretty close. I was like right by right at the corner of the entryway of that archway, and somebody grabbed me. A big giant man grabbed me. He goes, "You're going in!" He pushed me in, and then there was a mob, and it was just, I was in. That was it. And then they all started pushing and pushing and pushing. I managed to get in there in the corner, a little alcove, and started filming there. And then shortly after that, the police came and pushed really, really, really hard. The citizens had been attacking the police pretty heavily. They got a bunch of their helmets and a bunch of their batons and their shields. There was one point before I got off the ledge to go down in to film. There's officers got grabbed up in the crowd. I'll have to see what kind of footage. A lot of my footage got destroyed, but I got footage of him being grabbed out of the crowd by a mob, and he was terrified. But eventually, there was enough people in the mob that didn't want that to happen, so they pushed him back into the building. But when I got in the building, we got sardine canned in there. There were just dozens and dozens and dozens of people pushing and pushing in. And then the police made a really hard push and started pushing out. And it was just everybody was squishing. And then they started macing like crazy. And the citizens were macing pretty bad too, which was only an optic because all those police officers have gas masks on. But it got really bad in that room and nobody could breathe and a lot of people couldn't see and everybody was pushing from both sides and people started getting trampled. And I don't know if it was a woman or a man, and please don't take me as speaking disrespectfully, but they were obese with long hair and everybody was referring to them as a woman when we took her out. They collapsed inside that corridor from asphyxiation. She couldn't breathe. And then they brought her out onto the main steps outside of that. And then several people started doing CPR on her. I tried to get her carotid pulse for several minutes, and even I cut her. I assume it was a man or a woman. I don't know. Please don't take me as being disrespectful. But I cut part of her jeans away so that I could try to feel her femoral pulse, and I couldn't feel a femoral pulse at all. I tried for several, a minute or two on both, and because of the anatomy and the barrel chest and the situation that was going on and the environment, the compressions were not even being that adequate. By the time that they decided to pick the person up and give them to the police officer, she had blue lips and blood was coming out of her nose. She was pretty cyanotic. It didn't seem hopeful at all. I don't think that person will be revived. So right before that happened, I was kind of in this little nook, and I about got clobbered by a cop. I was like, no, I'm non-combatant. I'm here filming. I'm not fighting. And they actually left me alone, and they let me film in there in the corner without causing me any problems. As they even pushed all the citizens out and past me, some of the officers' line past me, and I was just kind of stuck there in a sardine of the Metropolitan Police. Finally, it started getting really chaotic. There was some heavy fighting, heavy brawls between cops and police, and people were getting trampled and beaten really bad. And the cop said, if you're going out, you're going out now. So I had a space where I just squeezed out really quick. And then it's really, really dangerous in there right now for anybody that thinks it's just fun to go in there and you're just naive. The mob think is full on. There are many factions in the Trump crowd that are completely at odds with each other. There's a lot of them that want to break things and burn the building down and break all the windows and destroy the building. And many of them are trying to stop that from happening. But somebody grabbed me, a couple of people, and they started to jump me. They grabbed my camera stand and my phone and just about started to jump me. But I screamed, I was like, I'm a patriot, what are you doing? And then enough of the crowd stopped them, so I nearly got seriously jumped by the police and the Patriot crowd. But so that woman is, from my perspective, almost assuredly dead. And if that's a man, I don't mean to disrespect them at all. But we couldn't do anything, couldn't help them. It's in the middle of a riot zone. And there's no IV supplies. There's nothing to give proper breathing and ventilation. The compressions just weren't being able to be done properly, and there were still people fighting and getting maced all around. I had to leave because through all that I got beat up a little bit. I'm just going back. I'm gonna go to my hotel room and grab my helmet and my gas mask, and then go back out there. There was a public safety alert that went out to everybody's cell phones. They've shut the city down, curfew, 6 p.m. tonight until 6 p.m. tomorrow night. I heard maybe that there was a little bit more done after that too, but I haven't seen that. But the numbers that I'll post pictures here. I'm sure you've seen pictures of the tens upon tens and thousands of people, probably hundreds of thousands of people at the Capitol earlier. But those numbers are starting to die down pretty quickly. A lot of people. What'd you say?
If you want to swap with you, let us know.
Yeah, you got my number.
So, what'd you say?
Yeah, Antifa might be out. I'd rather stick together.
Yeah, I'm starting to see them. And some guys, some patriots are walking up to me and they're talking about Antifa. We're starting to see groups of Antifa, little pockets, like I said this morning, but I'm starting to see a lot of them, and they're all militantly geared up. But yeah, so I'm gonna go get my helmet and my gas mask and go back out there. So again, there was a lot of really like feminine women all dolled up right up front by the front gates, and nobody even realizes that people are dying up there. They like 20 feet away, there's people dying, and they have no clue. And all these women are just think it's like a tea party or something. People are getting hurt up there really bad.
Hey, how's it going? Be safe tonight. Thank you.
Oh, were you guys up there?
Oh, dude, I got video of the break-in. I was right there, right next to it.
I was in the corridor, man. I got sucked in there.
Yeah?
Yeah, and you guys, a lot of that footage got destroyed. It was either when the cops were squishing me against the wall, or when that right-wing guys tried to grab me and jump me. But a lot of my footage got deleted.
What do you mean the right-wing guy tried to jump you?
So when I finally came out, I got squished in there pretty hard.
Yeah.
When the cops finally pushed real hard and they just started making the hell out of everybody, and that I think it was a lady collapsed. Were you there when they died?
Yeah.
I was in there, and the cops started to go for me with his baton. I was like, no, I'm not a combatant. I'm a journalist. I'm press. And then he stood down, and then I found myself like sardine with cops all around me. They were moving past me, and they finally gave me a spot to get out. And they told me to get out. That's when everybody was getting trampled. And then I came around the corner, and a guy just grabs my cell phone stick, and then grabs my hat, rips my hat off, starts pushing me around, and other people started. But then I said, I'm a patriot. What are you doing? And then enough of the crowd got them to stop it.
A lot of the cops were like not wanting to do anything. They were actually very chill, like in most cases with me.
Yeah.
They were like, hey, like they gave up in a certain area, and then they said, all right, this area is open. But then, like, they were like answering questions and laughing with us. Like, dude, you cops are laughing. Like, yeah, like. Yeah, this area is normally open, but like, typically not under these circumstances.
So when I was up on the ledge for a while filming before I went out to that entryway, and I saw you guys giving them fist bumps, so that changed pretty quickly. Do you know how you said you were there when they breached the door?
Yeah, I got the video. I got it on video.
How did you breach it?
So this guy randomly grabbed a cane. I think he pissed or something. And then this guy.
Can I put you on camera?
Yeah. Hey there, my name's Brandon Fellows from Albany, New York. Well, Niskuna, but yeah. Anyhow, this guy was, I can show you I'll send you the video later. I'm already sending it to Epoch Times. This other dude there. Where was I? Forgive me, I'm 36 hours of no sleep. Just remind me real quick, sorry.
The breach of the door.
Yeah, so the guy with the cane, yeah, so he started busting it in, and you saw the, division of, influence going on. And, half of the people didn't want it to be busted down. They said, no violence. And then the reasoning behind him, he, stopped for a second, and then the guy behind him was like, no, we've been silent long enough. We gotta do this. We gotta make a stand. And then they actually broke in, and then everybody jumped on the doors, started ripping it out from the SWAT, or whatever you want to call them, the little, dressed up officers, riot officers. And they actually, I couldn't believe they yanked the door open, and they all started charging in. So then you saw the guys with baton marks on their head, and yeah, it was very intense. Oh. And then they had the other area open. Just tried tear gassing, but new fresh troops just kept coming in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
were you in there when they were like guys were actually climbing over the crowd to get in there inside there?
Oh no! I wasn't in there for that.
Crowd serving. They're climbing on top of all the people in front of the door to get in there.
I did not know that.
So
all these people
I just heard that I guess Pence didn't do it. Like he's not going to contest the election.
No, and that's so crazy. I thought that guy was really.
I thought he did. I heard.
I heard no. I heard no's all over.
All I'm hearing is through the rumor vine, so I haven't looked at any source of it. But somebody did say that.
Hey guys, good how are you?
Somebody was showing a.
They just told me there's like 10, 15 in Antifa pussies right up around the corner.
Somebody showed me a screenshot of a tweet that Trump sent out, and they said that.
Around which quarter?
They said they couldn't share it.
Who couldn't share it?
They couldn't share Trump's tweet. They tried to share it and it wasn't shareable.
Oh.
But I don't know if that's true or not either. But he was kind of laying into Pence in that tweet. But you don't know if those. I have to go to his account and see if it was real.
Felt like such a good rally too. There was a changing point. Was what I saw. I heard I don't think they started breaking in until they heard Pence said no. So I got the video at 2:44 p.m. So I don't know when Pence said no or when it became public. But
Yeah.
if it's around that time, that's when they started breaking in.
Yeah.
It's intense.
Here, let me give you my card. I'm from Portland, Oregon. I'm doing riots and Patriot events. Please don't give my number out. But if you want to get your video going around, send it to me or tag me in it, and I'll share it all over my platforms.
Do you have Snapchat? That'd probably be the easiest because I captured it all on Snap.
Is this a? I don't have Snapchat. I have to set it up.
Dude,
and I probably
the
forget.
Epoch Times dude said that too, and I'm like, dude, you're by asking me to send them all because I have so many damn videos.
Yeah.
Today. I literally.
Oh, you record them on Snapchat?
Yeah, I record because then it quickly saves the memory, so that way in case I don't have to deal with my phone memory to get crazy.
Well,
And
can
then
you?
I can
Do you have Twitter?
No.
Do you have Facebook?
Yeah.
Can you send a message to my Facebook?
Yeah.
And then tell me what your Snapchat is, and I'll set up a Snapchat. And
Set up Facebook. You're gonna search yourself. Just type in a search. What's that, Kimbo? We're good. They're within sight. We'll catch up. Plus we got other people riding with us too. Sweet. You liked it?
yeah,
Okay. Cool.
you
Sounds
might
good.
want to follow too, because they shadow ban me a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, send me a message, and then I'll set up a
How do I do
Snapchat.
that? Follow?
You're not even allowed letting you follow. Oh, right here. Oh, you already
Follow.
follow.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
It's funny. That's the first time I've seen. They usually put a note up on there, and it says, "Make sure that you go through this person's content and see if you really want to follow their page."
Gotcha. Yeah. So hey man, I'll send you those things. I'm gonna recover a little bit tonight. I need some fucking food. I haven't eaten all day,
Yeah.
all night.
Me too, man. I gotta go take a shower.
Good night.
Bye.
Be safe.
I gotta go take a shower and get all this mace
Thank
off
you.
my face. All right, man. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, man.
What's your name?
Brandon.
Brandon?
Yeah.
I'm an anonymous person. Nobody, so I go by Villain. What's your name?
Meet you, Mike.
Mike. Nice to meet
Go
you
by
guys.
Millet.
Villain, like the villain
Villain.
report.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah. All right, guys.
I'll send you that stuff.
Cool.
Good night, man.
All right, I'm gonna talk to this chat here.
Be safe.
So Courtney Pond sends a $50 super chat. Thank you. Love you, Villain. Stay safe. Haven't seen BCP. I hope he's okay. I saw him before I got sucked into the fray, but I was looking for him afterwards. After that happened, I couldn't find him anywhere. And then Jason something sends $50 super chat. Says God bless. Thank you. I know I missed a couple of chats in here while I was talking, guys. I'm really sorry about that. You got a heart of gold, Villain. Oh shit, I'm 23. Thank you. So is it confirmed that Pence didn't do it? That he let the election go through?
I don't know that. I heard about it in the hotel. Whatever.
So did the 140, 160 Republicans object to the vote? Confirmed, not confirmed. That's not confusing. A person dead. Sorry. I think that's about it for me for right now, unless anybody's got some questions. I gotta sit down for a minute. The vast majority of the Patriots are peaceful, but no, there's a big group of them started breaking windows and started stealing the furniture out of one of the rooms that was accessible, and they were really attacking the cops pretty hard. And hundreds of thousands, if not several millions of people showed up today. Up by the front of the Capitol, there were definitely provocateurs and Antifa up there. I can't prove that, but I saw several of them. They said the guy in the Viking hat sitting in Pelosi's seat in chamber has been identified as a BLM protester. What do you mean they got into the chamber? So from what I understand and not confirmed, the person I saw, asphyxiation, they got in. That's so crazy, after I left. I don't really know about the woman who got shot other than what people have told me. A lot of people have sent me messages about that. I don't know. I saw the person that just died. I think it was a woman. I think they were a woman, and I think that they won't revive. The crowd gave up CPR and carried them to the police, but they were already cyanotic for a little bit, bleeding out of the face, the mouth, nose, and I couldn't get a carotid pulse or a femoral pulse at all. The reason why my voice is like this, I've been drinking a lot of water. It's because I was in that room for a little while, getting maced like crazy. I go take a shower, and my face still burns really bad. Thank you, Bones, for the super chat. It is curfew, but the emergency alert specifically said that press was exempt from the curfew. So I'm gonna go. I need to go eat some food and some water, take a shower. Very tired and sore. Alright guys, Villain Report's out. And I petted a dog while the Capitol was being stormed. Like, they had a dog up there, like a dozen yards away from the door they were breaching. Alright guys, I'm gonna get out of here.